Welcome back, language learners. If you have been following our journey, you already know how important the present simple tense is. In our previous videos, we broke down the rules, explored the keywords, and even tackled those tricky irregular verbs and sentence structures. But guess what? We are not done yet. Today, we are going to dive even more deeper into the simple present tense. So we will see questions with WH question words. So we know that WH questions, we use it for question types like who, used to refer to a person. If you want to ask something to a person, we use that question starts with who, and what refers to the things. Where, question type for place. If you want to ask about time, then we use when, and about any purpose, we use why. So in order to create a WH question, here how the sentence formation or the question formation is. This is the format. So it's always the WH question word plus do or does. Do or does depends on the subject we use, plus subject plus verb infinitive plus rest of the sentence. Okay, so here is the example. Why do you like that movie? Where do you go on vacation? In the two examples, if you see, why do you like that movie? So WH question plus do plus subject plus verb infinitive and the rest of the sentence. So this makes a WH question. And in the next sentence, the same format, it's WH question plus do plus you, which is the subject, plus verb infinitive plus the rest of the sentence. Now let's see some more examples. Where do you play football on the weekends? Why does she always wear that hat? Who do you know in the New York? When does your flight leave? Where do you work? How do you spend your weekend? So it's not only for WH words and for how also, because that's also a question type, right? So even for how, it's the same format. And we need to know about signal words. We have already learned in our previous videos, signal words are the keywords. So we use signal words to communicate what tense we are using. So these signal words for a simple present tense allow us to easily identify which tense that sentence belongs to. The keywords are all like always, sometimes, never, usually, often, seldom, typically, generally, occasionally, more. So there are a lot more of signal words, but these are the common signal words that we use in day-to-day life. And other phrases of time in present simple tense are like when we are using for time, say for example, every day, every week, every year, on Mondays, after school, once a week. So these phrases represent time, and these are the keywords for a simple present tense. We know the signal words or the keywords for the simple present tense, but where do they go? Where they need to be placed exactly? In affirmative sentences, signal words are typically placed before the main verb. So if you see an example here, he always eats breakfast at 7 a.m. They often go to the beach on weekends. Again, he always. So it comes before the main verb, right? And they often go to the beach. So go, that's the main verb, often, that's the signal word, right? And weekends is the key word, as we said, like every week, usual weekend, every Monday. All these are key phrases for time. The train usually arrives on time. So here, usually, it comes before the main verb arrives. We sometimes watch movies together. So here, sometimes that signal word comes before the main verb watch. So let's see some more placement of signal words in the negative sentences. So we have seen in the affirmative sentence, it comes before the main verb, but in the negative sentences, the signal words are placed before the verb and between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. If you see the example here, she never drinks coffee in the morning. So here, before the main verb drinks, the signal word comes. And in the next sentence, he rarely goes to the gym after work. The same applies here. They seldom take the bus to work. Yes, before the main verb, that word seldom, that is the signal word, has been placed. And the cat does not always like to be touched. So if you see here, the cat does not always like to be touched. Does not, that's the negative verb. And like is the main verb. So does not is the auxiliary verb that we use and not for negative sentence. Always is the signal word that comes between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Okay? So please make sure that you need to read the sentence properly in order to place the signal words correctly. Let's see some more examples of the signal words. She always wakes up early. She seldom takes the bus to work. They play tennis every Sunday. He never forgets his mother's birthday. I rarely drink coffee after 10 a.m. She often goes for a hike on the weekends. So these are some more examples of the signal words. You can also practice on your own for more sentences. Now it's time to practice everything we have learned. Now take your paper and pen. Pause the video, read the questions, write it in the paper, and try to answer as much as correct. Okay? You can check your answers in the next page. I'm going to read the questions for you. Use the correct form of the verb, adding s or es wherever necessary. She always, in the brackets, to wake up early. So that's the base form. You need to check whether to put S or ES, and based on the sentence, make a decision and write your answers. Alfred often to cook dinner for his family on Sundays and Jenny always to bring dessert. They never to go on vacation anymore. I to listen to music when I exercise. We to eat dinner around 5 p.m. every evening. Are you done with your answers? Let's check. How did you do? She always wakes up early with S. Alfred cooks, the verb with S, dinner for his family on Sundays, and Jenny always brings dessert. They never go on vacation anymore. I listen to music. It's not I listens because so it's listen to music when I exercise. We eat dinner, plural. We eat dinner around 5 p.m. every evening. Okay, so let's practice the irregular verbs to be and to have. Again, you can pause the video, read the questions, write it in your notebook or paper, write your answers, check your answers in the next page. The questions are her cooking to be really great. She, in the bracket, to have a lot of skill. We, to be good at math. They, to be better, though. She, to be late for work. She, to have 3 children that are sick right now. They, to be awake early every weekend. She, to have a lot of different animals. She, to be always so busy with them all. Now it's time to check your answers. How did that go? Her cooking is really great. So the answer is. She has. To have means when it comes to he, she, or it, it's always has. She has a lot of skill. We are, again, we, plural, are good at math. They are, they, plural, so are. They are better though. She is late. She, that's why it is late for work. She, again, has 3 children that are sick right now. They, They plural, so are. They are awake early every weekend. She, the same word, she has a lot of different animals. She is always so busy with them all. Got it? Yes. Now let's practice the negative form. The same goes here. Continue in the same way. Construct a negative sentence with the following parts. So here we have given the structure so you can create your negative form. She plus auxiliary verb. So now you need to identify which auxiliary verb will go plus like plus ice cream. So she plus auxiliary verb plus like plus ice cream. The next sentence is I plus auxiliary verb plus know how to swim. The third one is we plus auxiliary verb plus remember which book you are talking about. The fourth one is they plus auxiliary verb plus play on that team anymore. The last one is he plus auxiliary verb plus sleep enough during the week. Done? Done with your answers? Now let's check it. Let's see how you did. For the first one, she doesn't like ice cream. She doesn't. The auxiliary verb is does not. I don't. So I usually do or don't, right? So I don't know how to swim. We don't remember which book you are talking about. So we also for plural, it's don't. Again, the same applies for they plural. They don't play on that team anymore. He, she, or it does, so does not. He doesn't sleep enough during this week. So that's all about today's video. If you like this video, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. Have questions or tips? Drop them in the comments. I'll be glad to assist you further. Catch you in the next one. Stay awesome. Have a great day. Bye-bye.